name is Mamadou Goita. I'm from Mali, and I work for an organization called IPAD Africa. This is the Institute for Research and Promotion of Alternatives in Development. And I'm also chairing the board of AfriVert, that is an organization on cereal stock auctions activities in some Sahel countries in West Africa.
Now, Mamadou, you've worked a lot with farmer organisations in your region. To me, if you're calling for an African green revolution, a revolution has to occur amongst the ordinary people, and yet maybe here there is a feeling that the revolution is being called for at a much higher level. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, this is one of the big problems that we are sticking out in this process, because farmers have been left aside from the process. And we have been debating that for more than 1 year now. And we cannot do a revolution, be it green or yellow or black, without the population. And here, the key players are farmers. So there is a need to go back and then consult with them, because the analysis that brought solutions have not been done yet. And now people are starting implementing different programs. So farmers are organized at regional level, at country level, at sub-regional level. So there is a need to consult with them, to organize specific meetings with farmers, to know if they are really for the content of this green revolution as it's now implemented. And secondly, what can be the key stones, the key steps for implementing the agenda? Because farmers have the agenda today on agriculture in Africa, and it's written on different documents.
So you feel that perhaps many organisations, many of these groups are taking a jump forward too quickly, and that actually they need to take a step back and go and listen and hear what the farmers have got to say.
Exactly. So one way, if AGRA wants to move alone, this means that not taking account already different programs and different dynamics that are occurring in Africa. So this means that they have to go back and then consult again, to make the diagnosis of the problems and then add other solutions that farmers are implementing now in their fields, in their villages, in the countries. The second strategy can be just joining the effort of AGRA to different initiatives already in the continent. As I said, we have our agenda on African agriculture. Farmers have organized so many nice meetings and they have their agenda. So you can join, they can join their effort to this initiative. This means that the diagnosis has been done, but it's not this type of green revolution that people want to implement, but it will be green revolutions from farmers with different activities.
Now, there's going to be a lot of discussions in these next 2 days. People are now breaking into groups, and you've stood up and made this very strong plea. What would you like to see happening by the end of these 2 days in terms of taking your comment very seriously?
First, that people to recognize that there have been mistakes at the very beginning of this process, because key players are not here. So if you recognize that, we can have a step forward. Secondly, that the diagnosis that has been done and the solutions, we say that these are hypotheses and there is a need to have the perception of farmers and then take that into account. So to decide on next steps, being bringing on board farmers' opinions and farmers what they are doing now is another part of the solution. And third, just to open, because when you talk about green revolution, we are talking about three things: intensive use of water, intensive use of fertilizers, and hybrid seeds. And I know that if you want to do it in a technical way, it won't work in Africa. So saying that this is, when we talk about green revolution, we are talking about improvement of food systems in the continent, but it's up to farmers, up to other players to say these are the key areas in which we can work in. So these are my expectations from this meeting.
Mamadou, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.